Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to another episode of the Player Career Mode. And today we're going to get straight into it with a match against Charlton Athletic, which is a must-win.
What we have today is a six-pointer in the run-up to the playoffs, and neither side can afford to drop points if they have designs on being there. Stay tuned, we'll have all the action for you live here on EA TV.
So yeah, we have that must-win game, as we said in the previous episode, that this game against Charlton Athletic has to be won at all costs because we can't afford to slip up. And I know the news in the career mode told me that a win or a draw is sufficient for us to guarantee a spot in the playoffs. But obviously, with our winning mentality over the past couple of months leading up to this moment, for us a win was a necessity, and we do go for the win quite comfortably. We had a couple missed chances, but obviously with the ones we take, we make sure that none of them go to waste. And here we get a really great goal from the AI here, assisting itself. Sometimes it assists itself and sometimes it doesn't. And I don't understand the error percent, but here we make a great key pass into my teammate who assists. I think that was Elliot, who then goes on to score the goal. And then here we make another great run. Acres of space, nobody can catch us and nobody can stop my shooting boots. And here we get another great chance, another great goal, and we make it 4-0, and we're basically setting the new competition record. We're at 56 goals, and this is the last game that counts for that competition, and we make it 57 goals now, and that seals the new record competition for League One. And so I don't think anybody else is gonna get to that during the career mode, but if they do, kudos to them. I genuinely have no idea how I even made it to the record, because half the season I didn't really play the games. I didn't start paying attention until it was the beginning of February, and then February until now, we try to score as many goals as we could. And here we got a hat trick, we got a match ball, which is always nice. Take home the match ball. It's one of the nice little trinkets you get for the performance you put in, and you always love to see the player taking that home. And obviously I have lost track of how many hat tricks we actually have, and I don't even know if the game actually keeps track of those stats. And you would hope that in the next game in FIFA 22 that we get that updated. And here we got the calendar showing we got the position, we got the golden boot, and here we got the US actually calling us up. But before we get into some of that action, we got the first playoff game.
Our cameras on one man. Rumours of his retirement abound, but still he starts today. We're live next on EA TV.
So yeah, we got the first game of the playoffs against Bristol Rovers, and I actually have no memory of how good these guys are in the league. So I went into this, with the mentality that they were gonna be playing the same kind of level that they did in the league. And obviously with the playoffs, I probably should have made it a little bit more challenging, because it's a lot more pressure now. You can't really afford to slip up, but you do have two legs to put it to bed. So for the first game, I try to lean back a bit, allow my teammates to be the ones that are making the calls here. And I get a nice through ball very early on into the game in the 4th minute. We get a nice goal here, and I think the AI here gives us the ball. We take a pot shot, which I didn't expect to go in, but it flew in, so we make it 2-0 really nicely. Here I steal the ball. Stealing the ball in these levels are pretty common, which is unfortunate because you would expect a little bit of confidence when it comes to the AI holding the ball. Nice cross here from us into our team, and then we try to go for the chip here in the last minute, just to be a little bit cheeky, but it doesn't result in our favor. But overall, the game, we scored. We won the game 4-0, which is a nice result going into the second leg. And the second leg is a lot more. It's a lot more shorter in terms of the action because it is a lot more tougher. I upped the difficulty just because I felt like this first leg was a little bit too much. It's a little bit too comfortable for us, and so we notched it up a bit for the second leg, and it made a bit of a difference. And we'll talk about that in a moment.
Our cameras on one man. In fantastic form and leading the competition in goals. Stay with us on EA TV.
And yeah, we upped the difficulty a bit to see if there would be any changes in the outcome. I like a little bit of a tight game. I was kind of hoping that they would score a bit since they have a better AI now. It's just slightly better, but not too great. And actually, it made the game a little bit more interesting. It was pretty tight for the entire time. First half, not much happened really, and the first half was I was expecting the AI to score maybe 1 or 2 goals, make it a little bit more even, make it 4-2, 4-3. You like to see those kinds of games where it's almost back and forth, and you get a nice cross here in the 70th minute, but it doesn't come out to anything. And here, around 10 minutes after, we get a cross in here. AI shoots it, and then our other teammate comes in, finishes the job. We go up 1-0, and that seals the deal. We win 5-0 on aggregate against Bristol Rovers, and we get to move on into the final. And it's a pretty big moment, especially with the fact that we were doing pretty poor in the league. We started around 19th when we started our push, and now it looks like we might be able to succeed and get promotion into the championship, which is really nice for Stevenage. And it'd be nice to make a charge in the championship, but it all depends if I end up leaving or not. And here we got the final versus Luton Town, and I made sure to up it a bit so we get to see new stuff.
When the journey begins, you never quite know who's going to be there at the end. Now only 2 teams left in the cup, and we're left wondering who's going to be lifting it. We'll have every kick of the ball for you live on EA TV.
So yeah, we're back here at Wembley. I'm pretty sure the last time we were here was for the Papa John's final, and that was really nice to be at, and to come back to Wembley here for the playoff final. I didn't remember that we get to play here for this cup, considering it's kind of a meaningless cup in my opinion, because it's like you get a trophy for first place, but you also get a trophy for third place, which I kind of don't get. I mean, first and second, I'm pretty sure, get promoted, and then the other 4 teams have to play off, and they get a trophy as well. So, I mean, I don't know if second place gets a trophy. I'd be surprised if they don't, because it's kind of weird. Like, imagine getting second place and all you get is promotion. And as much as promotion is really nice, like, you want something in the trophy cabinet for the team. So getting first or in the top 6 seems like it's more ideal in terms of celebrating trophies and whatnot. And yeah, I upped the difficulty because I expected Luton Town to be a lot better than Bristol Rovers, but they made it quite easy for us in a final, which you expect a little bit tougher AI, even if you just up the difficulty by a little bit. Here we get a nice own goal and that seals the deal at 6-0. I try to get one more opportunity in, but keeper is there to save it. And yeah, we won. This is it was sort of easy, but at the same time it was very time consuming because this could have been avoided. You know, we could have gotten first if we just started off the campaign by winning our games as needed. But you know, I blew them all off until February, and I'm surprised we even got a chance to make it into the playoff, because in some leagues, if you wait until the last minute, you know, you kind of get sealed off from ever making top 6 or top 8 or even top 4. And the fact that we did it just goes to show that Stevenage were prepared, because there were some games where we did win and I didn't have any control over it, because we did sim those games, and some of them were draws, and that was coincidentally enough for us to make sure that the win streak that we had was enough to carry us into a top 6 spot to make sure we get into the playoffs and have a chance at promotion. And now that we have the trophy, I'm pretty sure we're guaranteed to be promoted, because I'm pretty sure the first two and the winner of the playoffs get promoted. Hopefully, I'm pretty sure that's how it works. But yeah, now we have championship football to worry about, which means we get to play better opponents more often, and some of the teams actually might be Premier League level that got relegated. So those will be great opportunities for us to try out our team, try out the squad depth, and maybe we can, I don't know, maybe we can make a farther run into the FA Cups and Carabao Cups, because those two cups still haunt me to this day, and I'm just hoping we can win it once before we move from Stevenage. Even though, you know, it might come down to that. I got announced as player of the tournament, or player of the knockout stages, and you can see we got the wins for the month of May, and in the next month, as you can see, the World Cup is actually starting. So we're gonna save those matches for the next episode. We're gonna show you guys the group stage matches and see if we can get into the knockout rounds, and we're gonna show a little bit of what the other teams are doing, and hopefully that will be satisfactory for the end of this season. And I'll see you guys in the next one.